Welcome to the Africa Briefing Podcast, where we dive deep into the issues reshaping Africa, its politics, its people, and the questions many are afraid to ask. I'm your host, John Ofeansa, and today we are talking about Galamsey, the illegal gold mining that is tearing Ghana's land apart, and something even more insidious. That is the growing sense that justice in Ghana may not be blind after all. You've probably seen all the headlines lately. The government of Ghana says Chinese nationals caught engaging in Galamsey will be deported without trial, while Ghanaians caught doing the same will face prosecution and potentially jail. Now, pause for a moment. Let that sit with you. If you are Ghanaian and you commit this crime, it's a court, a conviction, and maybe 15 years behind bars. But if you are Chinese or any other foreigner for that matter, it's a flight home. No record, no punishment, no justice. We've seen this story before, but this time, it feels like the soul of Ghana's justice system is on trial. Let's start with what Galamsey is doing to Ghana. Illegal mining has turned once lush rainforests into wastelands. Rivers like the Pra, Ankobra, and Ofin, once sources of drinking water and irrigation, are now murky, toxic, and dead. Entire farming communities have been displaced. Soil poisoned with mercury and cyanide. Forests stripped bare. Fish gone. Life gone. And behind this ecological devastation, yes, many Ghanaians, desperate for a livelihood, but a significant number are foreign nationals, especially Chinese, some operating with heavy machinery, deep-pocketed investors, and too often local accomplices in high places. But what's worse than the destruction is a double standard in how it's punished. Now, let me speak as someone who lives in the UK, England to be precise. If I, as a Ghanaian, committed a crime here, be it theft, fraud, or environmental damage, I would be arrested, tried in court, and punished under British law. Only after serving my sentence might I be deported back to Ghana. In China, if a Ghanaian was caught illegally extracting natural resources, believe me, they would not be quietly sent home. They would face the full weight of Chinese law. No questions asked. No special treatment. So why are we allowing foreign nationals in Ghana, many of whom are exploiting our lands and disrespecting our sovereignty, to walk away with nothing more than a plane ticket? Where is the fairness? Where is the justice? Let's rewind to one of the most notorious examples, Aisha Wang, dubbed the Galamsey Queen, a Chinese national who operated a vast illegal mining empire in Ghana. In 2018, she was arrested but never tried. Instead, she was quietly deported, reportedly to avoid straining diplomatic ties. The public was outraged. Ghanaians were furious. And just when we thought the case was closed, guess what? She returned. Aisha Wang slipped back into Ghana, recommenced her operations, and was only caught again in 2022. That's how weak and exploitable our justice system had become. Not only did we let her go, we made it easy for her to come back. And now, years later, we are told deportation without trial is the official line again. This is not just a matter of diplomacy. It's not just about law enforcement. This is about principle. The law must apply equally to everyone, whether you are Ghanaian, Chinese, British, American, or Martian for Mars. Justice should not come with a passport filter. By sparing foreign offenders while jailing locals, the state sends a dangerous message that Ghanaian lives are worth less, that our lands are for sale, that if you have the right nationality or the right connections, you can walk free. We have to ask, are we running a justice system or a protection racket? To be clear, illegal mining must be fought decisively, but it must also be fought fairly. If we truly want to protect our environment, if we truly want to preserve Ghana's sovereignty and rule of law, then everyone who violates our laws must face the same process: arrest, trial, sentencing, accountability. No shortcuts, no exceptions. As Ghanaians, we are proud. We are resilient, but we must also be just. Let's demand better. Let's ask more of our leaders. And let's remind the world and ourselves that in the eyes of the law, we are all equal. That's all for this episode of the Africa Briefing Podcast. If you found this important, please share it. Talk about it. Tweet about it. Raise your voice. Until next time, I'm your host, John Ofeansa. Stay bold, stay curious, and as always, stay African and keep hope alive. Goodbye.